Okay, welcome back. This is the dining room in daylight with absolutely no electric light on. And hi, Mashif. So this is what I did yesterday, if you remember, and it's looking really, really nice. Forgive us while we live here. Yeah, I did put it back on the table because it takes the whole length and I actually like it. But this is really nicely decluttered. I like what I did in here, and I'm telling you, every single one of those little surfaces and corners here were clean. Well, you watch me do that. If you watch the video, it looks brand new. Anyway, we're here to talk about the living room. So again, we live here, all right? So this is my living room. I actually have to open that, and I will turn on the lights because it's a little dim in here. So we have a sofa here. That's basically the dogs. I have this cover that gets washed, and then this is a new cover that I purchased. So that other cover's never been touched by anyone because I put that thing on. Hi, baby. Oh, hello. So yeah, so that's the living room. Let me give you a quick pan. This is what it looks like when you come in. It's a rectangular room, odd shaped, very difficult to furnish or put together, I have to be honest, because it's not, there's no central focus other than this fireplace, which is not, you can see, centered on the wall, but it is facing directly, oops, into the dining room. So that's nice. However, that kind of messes up the whole living room. I wish the fireplace was somewhere else, but nothing I can do about that. So the house was built in 28 and finished in 1929. Initially, these were two big windows that were going all the way down. And then sometimes around the 60s, when they did the front porch, they added the porch with the columns. The house did not have the columns initially. They blocked these and put regular windows. And then sometimes in the 90s, when they did the extension in the kitchen and probably upgraded what is now my bedroom and added a bathroom on the third floor, they did those stained glass windows. So those are not original to the house. But anyway, so here's the living room. And yes, there is a lot of furniture, but it's, as always, temporary with me. And I have to be honest, guys, I don't think, yeah, that's this spot. Okay, I don't think there's a lot to declutter in here today because I keep a lot of my collections here. So we'll see. Let's look at more details. Oh, and by the way, I did clean this thing. I showered it. And I like it, but I'm not putting it back on the clock. I have to think where I'm going to put it. I actually like it here because of the echo with the green. This is going to get washed. If you remember from the video yesterday, we had no furnace for a couple of hours, so I had to burn fires, and yeah, that's what happens. No, I didn't clean it yet. All right, these are all books from my last declutter that I've kept, and they are all decor and home interior books. I'm gonna go through them again today. I may have a few to put in the little library up front. This is a collection that I've started and will continue. These are Hager pottery Madonnas from 1930 to 1960. I love them all, and I'm always looking for some that I don't have, which is difficult because those were kind of easy to find. Well, not really, but they were more available. Let's just put it that way. I see them a lot on the internet when I look for them. The other ones, not so much. Okay, so the artwork stays here. That's not going anywhere. So there may be some things here being decluttered, but very obviously not the Madonnas. All right, these two lanterns I kept, and I'm gonna keep them here for now. They may move at some point. This, obviously, I gotta take it out. That's leftover Christmas greenery. I mean, it's still green, so maybe I'll keep it for now. Yeah, I might keep it actually. And let me see. Magazines, I might have to go through that. Over here, collection of canes, not going anywhere. Artwork, not going anywhere. These two plates, not going anywhere. And this, I have to look inside. Oh yeah, and by the way, welcome if you're new. Most of my stuff is street finds. That's a Henkel Jenkins, that's a street find. That is a street find. All of those are street finds. The lanterns, street find. The lamps, those two lamps, street finds. That hutch, street find. That's a street find. Let me see. That's a street find. This I purchased, this big monster here. At the time, I needed an entertainment center to put the TV in. I bought this on the Facebook Marketplace for $100, I think, or less. The whole thing here with the two on either side. And then at a later time, I found the two pieces that are like triangles, corner ones. And I had those, and then I decluttered them, and the stuff that was in it got moved in here. So there's a lot. But eventually this whole thing here is going to be gone because it's not necessarily my style. And I'd rather have something much nicer. And again, because of the way the living room is set up, I really have no other place to put something like this. This is the only wall in the living room that doesn't have a heat board, a baseboard at the bottom. On that side, you can see that it's right there. And then this wall here, there's really not much room because of the two windows. So I think I'm gonna have to turn on the ceiling light. So I can only do something here when it comes to entertainment center. One of the things I was thinking of doing was using this corner here as a corner sofa, an L-shaped sofa, and maybe just have a small table for the TV here. But then what do I do with all this stuff, right? And this stuff is not going anywhere, so, well, the collections. So let's look in it. The top part is the bar for Scott with a bunch of glasses. I'm gonna have to look into that, because they're mostly street finds. This is let me turn the lights on. Okay. All right, so this started as a mill glass thing, and then lack of room, right? I started putting stuff, other stuff in it. The majority of the mill glass you see belong to Scott's grandmother. So this one is Scott's grandma. This one is Scott's grandma. This one I found, I think in Pennsylvania, I'm not sure. This one I purchased. And then this one is Scott's grandma's. The other ones here I purchased. So yeah, and then everything else was gift sent to me. That was from Juanita. That was from Juanita, and then this one was from Kathleen, and Kathleen sent me this one too. That's also a Westmoreland that I really like, and you can tell they're both the same shape, right, almost. This belongs to Scott's parents. That's a gift that Edward gave me. That belongs to Scott's parents. So yeah, the gong, I gotta put it somewhere else. This stuff on top, of course, you know. And then here is the uranium glass collection. Let me turn on the light. Okay, uranium glass. I'm not decluttering this. We love it. It's really Scott's collection more than anything else. But I do like it very, very much. And I think they're fun. They really are fun. And so some of them I purchased, some of them were gifts, some of them were sent to me. This one is actually interesting because I had no idea it was made with uranium. This is a Fenton that we gave Scott's grandmother for her 80th birthday. And then when she passed, I took it back, and lo and behold, it's got uranium in it. It's Fenton. It's very beautiful. I like it. So yeah, nothing's gonna happen here. Just fair warning, I'm not decluttering any of the collections. Those cabinets here, nothing but nonsense. That's definitely getting decluttered today. And then here is a big mess because, listen, I'm busy. I know it's not an excuse, but I am. I'm giving it as an excuse. This is where I do my mail, and this was actually a free find. But I still have to restore it. I haven't gotten a chance to do it, and I'm behind on my mail. So I know that some of you have sent me mail recently, and it's right here. I plan on doing it. This is the leftover from the Christmas cards. I know I'm behind. Okay, so we're gonna move that so you can see a little bit more. All right, so this thing here, I absolutely love it. And again, the stuff in it, and we'll address it when we get to it. That's where I put them. I have things to put in it. I have old books, and I have more old books that I want to put in it. So we'll see. But the styling of this is going to happen a much later time after I've restored it, because you see that it's kind of damaged. All right, so that's this piece. Yeah, the vacuum, and then that's the vacuum that mops. It's so unsightly, but I love this thing. It works great. There's a bunch of stuff here that I need to declutter, and then this is the heirloom curio plus some. You know, there's a bunch of stuff here too. I'll look at it, but I can tell you, I doubt anything's gonna come out of this. The only thing in this that's not mine is this set right here that I found on the street, and I broke the creamer and one teacup, and I'm very upset because it's super hard to find. Super hard to find and replace, and I love it, so I'm keeping it. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna start in that corner over there. So I'm sure you can hear it in the sound of my voice that I'm not particularly enthusiastic about decluttering the living room, right? I said I was going to do the entire house, and this is a perfect example when I tell you sometimes you're not going to declutter much, and it's okay, but you still got to go through it, reassess, take stock of what you have. I'm sure there's some things here that I wasn't willing to let go of the last time I decluttered the living room, but that I am ready to let go of this time around. So don't feel bad if you're going to go through an area of your house and you're like, I'm keeping everything. That's all right. That means you love your stuff. You don't have to feel the pressure to declutter just because it's declutter season, okay? But I know I have too much of certain things and not enough of others. I know, to each their own, okay? Go online and search collections. People collect all sorts of stuff, and some of the stuff I'm like, you know, like, why would you collect that? Like there's people who collect Happy Meals toys. They keep them in the little packages. They have thousands of them, all of them. And they pay top dollars for Happy Meal toys. I don't know why people start collections. I think what happens is that you get something and you really like it, and then you find another one and you're like, oh wow, I really, really like this stuff, and you seek more. Or maybe you inherited one and you're building upon it. It doesn't really matter. The bottom line is I have a collection of Madonnas from Hager Potteries, and I absolutely love them. They make me happy. I smile when I see them. I think that design-wise, they're absolutely stunning. Like this one, for instance. There's going to be a lot of chatter in this video, by the way. I think this one is absolutely stunning. This one was part of the Lotus collection that they did in the 50s. So there's a few of them with that fluted lotus type look. And they're planters, so they were meant to put little pots of plants, you know, and to be put on a window, either in a kitchen or a bedroom, whatever. I think they're absolutely stunning. And it's not a, it's an unusual finish. It's a satin white finish. They have them in blues too, but I don't like the blues. But anyway, so to each their own, right? But this I got to address because I have a lot of books and I let go of a lot. It used to be maybe double of that in terms of interior decor. And let's be honest, some of them I just don't look at. Some of them I look at when I'm sitting here or on the chair, and those are my favorite ones. So I'm going to go by what I know I don't look at, and those I'm gonna let go of. Because last time I really struggled, so let's see how much I'm gonna struggle this time around. Now see, that I like, because this is garden ideas. We're going nowhere today. I know we're going nowhere. That's the landscape thing. Okay, this one I never look at. Paris, an inspiring tour of city's creative heart. Okay, listen, if you've never been to Paris, or if you've been to Paris and you were a tourist there and you want to be reminded of what it looked like, and you have like this, you know, nostalgia, whatever, it's great. But I lived there. I know Paris like the back of my hand. I don't need this. All right, I don't need this. That can go. All right, I'm done. I did one book. Here's another Paris book. The story of a great city, rare photographs and memorabilia. I used to live 2 blocks away from that. All right, I'm keeping this one. More Madonnas. Okay, so the only thing that didn't fit, and by the way, those shelves are fixed. I can't move them. Yeah, they all fixed to the piece of furniture. So the only one that didn't fit was the Promise Bible. I'm gonna bring it upstairs in my bedroom. So that's keep, but put somewhere else. And I'm letting go of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books, and they're pretty thick too. They're going into the little library. Moving on to this. Well, obviously they're not going anywhere. This thing here, listen, I said I was going to keep it the other day. I like it. A lot of people look for those fairy lights. The reality is, I rarely put a candle in it and light it up. It's very nice, it's pretty, but I'm gonna put it up for sale. All right, next is this. Oh boy. That's for my earbuds. Okay, this is from an old iPad. We don't need this. This is for an iPhone. It doesn't belong in here. It's got to be moved somewhere else. This has got to be moved somewhere else. This is trash. This is from the old vacuum that we don't have anymore. That can go. This doesn't work. This is the filter for that blue vacuum that I have. I gotta put it somewhere else. These are the wireless plugs. They allow you, when you're on vacation, to plug in your lights, and then from your phone you control on off switch. We use it for this lamp, so obviously this gotta stay here. TV remote. This is for an RCA TV. Or is it a... Oh, you know what? I think that's a universal remote. Oh, I don't know. Okay. These are the regular remotes. They can stay here. Pen, pen, pen. Somewhere else. Coasters. Doesn't belong here. Here, clip. Lipstick. This has got to be 5 years old. Come on, that can go. That goes upstairs. Peppermint essential oil. Do these expire? Oh. Yeah, they do. And that was my little container for the essential oil, so I'm going to keep the container. These are the little remotes for the little lights that I had put the plug-in, the stick-on lights that I had put in the two corner cabinets that I since trashed, so I don't need those. Emergency file. Keep. That's done. Okay, what lurks in here? That was a find. That can go. I'll ask Scott, but that can go. I don't use it, plus I have a tablet. Okay. Oh, fantastic. The entire time I was writing Christmas card, I was looking for these. I don't know what that is, and guess what? I obviously haven't missed it, so that can go. Next. That's my 10 gram, that's childhood game. Keep. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. That's my mom's. I'm keeping, it's gonna go with the linen in the dining room. These are all the accessories for that particular vacuum. So I'm keeping them here because this thing here is not being used anyway. Okay, so this is done. So these are pretty much empty, and then there's barely anything here. That I can keep it here since I have all that vacuum. The blue vacuum stuff can go here. This is relocate. All of this here. I hope you don't mind rummaging for all my stuff with me, right? I'm telling you, you're gonna walk into a room and you're gonna say, oh, I don't think there's anything I want to declutter in here. Well, guess what? You're still gonna find stuff, because I am. To my surprise. I agonize over this every single time. This is a French bowl. This is from 1880 something. I found it at a thrift store and I paid $1 for it. Literally. Either $1 or $3, so it was under 5. And I kept it. Oh, there's a chip right here. A tiny little chip. That's why I'm not selling it. What do I do with it? It's not mine, it's not my family's. I can't really sell it because it's got a chip. Alright, let's talk about this. I like it. It's French. It's old. So it's got all the ingredients for me to keep it. I can let go of it. I mean, what am I gonna do with it? You know? I only have one. Should I try to sell it even though it's got a chip? I don't think I can sell this. I mean, China people, you know, they don't want the broken stuff. I'm gonna let go of it. Yeah. Like, you know, my life is not gonna change because I let it go. I keep it. Alright, so I'm gonna let it go. I can't believe it. Jill made this for me. I really like it. I think it's really cute, but I don't need to keep it in the living room. I'm gonna bring it upstairs. Nothing's being decluttered from here. Okay. I'm agonizing over this. You hear me? Agonizing. I'm in my domain, okay? This is my stuff. I don't know. If it didn't have a chip. I went online and they're really, really rare. They sell for about $60, one. But it's not about the value. I actually do like it. That's the problem. I don't love it, but I like it. It's got quails on it. It's so pretty. It's old. It's got, like I said, it's got all the ingredients. So, since I cannot make a decision about it now, I tell you what I'm gonna do. In my bathroom upstairs, I have a little Asian plate. Like it's a blue plate that I bought probably at Mitsuwa or in Chinatown, whatever. And at night, when I go and do my, you know, makeup removing and prepare for the night, I take off my earrings and stuff and I put it in that little plate. I'm gonna use this instead because I like it and it's better than the little cheap Asian plate. It's got character. I don't know. I'm no good at this, okay? I'm no good when it comes to stuff like that. All right, let's go and dive underneath the entertainment center. What kind of disaster we're gonna find in here? Oh boy, oh boy. Okay. All right. The old Life magazines. It's not just Life, it's a bunch of stuff. It's the old Victorian magazines. Okay, this I gotta show you because this is nuts. So you remember when I told you that for those of you who are new, a trash pick, right? Okay, there was a guy, I don't know what the story is. And what you see is what I'm keeping, but there's a bin downstairs. You'll see it when I go to the basement. There's a bin that has triple that volume. I guess they had a high-end restaurant. And they either died or they closed or whatever. They threw away so much Christophe stuff. And Christophe is, it's a very high-end orfèvre in France. It's like a silversmith. So it's like Reed and Barton on steroids. It's all Christophe, all of it. But there were pieces that were broken. So this is part of the Vertigo collection, and they all have a little handle that's broken, which is, you go to a jeweler and he will solder them back for you for very little. I mean that, and I think that's why they kept them, because they probably were going to have them fixed and they didn't. But they all Christophe, they all signed Christophe, and altogether there was 12 of those, and they like retail price, they're like $400, the small one. It's crazy. But anyway, I kept 4, and I have 8 downstairs of those small ones. I think they were giving the check, you know, like the bill to people on those little trays in that fancy restaurant of theirs. So I have 4 of those, and I kept them here because I wanted to do something. So here's 1, here's 2. For each one I have the missing or broken ring. It's nuts. I just couldn't believe it. But I just dumped them in there because I didn't know what to do with them at that time. So here's the 4th one with more of those rings. Okay, so here's the 4th one. So I'm gonna go at some point to my jeweler, and I'm gonna ask him, hey, can you solder that stuff for me? And then either I'll resell them or I'll just keep them, because they're something, all right? So then there was this one, and that's the little sugar thing, and it's part of that Vertigo collection. And same thing, the ring is missing, but it's not sterling, it's all silver plated, but it's Christophe, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it right here. All right, so it says Christophe. Crazy, crazy. And then, all right, so then there was this one, that's a Gorham silver, and this one, I want to keep it, but obviously I got to clean it, right? And then there was these, and I don't know what they were doing with these, but a company called Europelix or Euro Deluxe France, and I don't know what they did with those, but these are really cool. And same thing, I priced them out, they're like $150 each, and I'm telling you, the bin was full. And then there was the whole flatware that I talked about in my dining room declutter. Like I have a set for 12 of the Christophe, and then I have more downstairs, and I have sterling silver handles that were broken from, I guess, an old set that they had that I have to bring to the jeweler and sell for their weight in silver. And then more stuff, more trays, it was crazy stuff that was in that bin. But anyway, it was my best find. And then this one is a Gorham fish platter. What am I gonna do with this? Why did I keep this? I'm gonna sell this. What am I gonna do with this? I gotta clean it and I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna put that on Etsy. Top. That's for the gong. I gotta put the gong somewhere else. It's supposed to be hung. Okay. This is another one of the trays that was in that lot that I was telling you about. And this one is not a Gorham. I forgot the name. It's silver plated. I forgot the name. It's not Gorham. I know that. I like it. I'm not crazy about the fact that it has little feet because they do scratch. I gotta think about it. I could sell it, but I do like it. I'm pathetic. For those of you who've been around for a long time on this channel, aren't you tired of watching me declutter the same area? But you notice there's not a lot that's new, okay? Really, oh boy. Okay, that was my Christmas gift. I'm supposed to build this. I haven't built it yet. It doesn't need to be here. I can bring it to the basement because I was going to do it in the basement anyway. This is something that I found on the street. It was literally a shopping bag worth of those. I think there had to be 40 of them. I put one on every window on the first floor. I don't have them upstairs. I forget to put the batteries in them. I don't use them. I'm gonna sell them. All right, this one. That was a street find. There used to be 2. I let go of one. It's an old boudoir lamp. I struggled. It didn't have the chimney. I struggled to find a chimney that would work, and I bought this one online. And it did work, but it's obviously not the original one. At some point I had one that was red and whatever. Here's another one of those things. This is the only one that has all of the things that go with it. I'm gonna try to sell it. I don't think anybody's gonna want it. It's so 1950s. It's pretty old. I mean, the plug itself is a dead giveaway, you know. It might be even older than that. It might be 1940s. Do you think somebody would want this? That's the wrong bulb, by the way. I'm supposed to have a little tiny bulb for it. They are hard to find. I don't know. Is somebody gonna buy this? I'm thinking. I think I'm just gonna let it go. Because if somebody wants to replace one of theirs that's broken, I don't have the right hurricane for it. I don't think I can sell this. I'm letting it go. It's a slow process, isn't it? Well, this is all family stuff. I just gotta put it somewhere else. Because eventually this is going. So where am I gonna put it? It appears that I need another curio. I only have the table here, the desktop to do, and I'm done. I'm done. I'm done, and actually I'm surprised. I didn't do too bad at all. I still have some cleaning to do, you know, put things back together. I'm gonna vacuum and whatnot. I'm do that off camera. The next time you'll see me, I will be doing a deep clean in this room. But let me show you what I'm letting go of, because as I said, I'm actually surprised. So this is everything I'm letting go of today. Who would have thought? So all of this here, this big pile, including tarot cards and its book, that's going into the little library. Those two here, the fish dish and the fairy light, I'm going to sell them on Etsy. I have 11 of those. I'm going to sell them on the Facebook Marketplace. We'll see what happens. And then all of this here is trash. So that's the box that was at the bottom of the stairs. Had a bunch of stuff I don't use. But all of this here is trash. So I was able to declutter quite a lot of books and give myself another shelf for more Madonnas. See, that's what matters. So I'm making progress. And all of this here has to be relocated. So the tray goes to my bedroom, the cards go back to the basement, the crocheted tablecloth that belonged to my mom, that goes in my dresser in the dining room, and then this goes to the office, the Doc series, Post-its, and the jar. I mean, I really don't need a big jar like this for them. That's what it's in right now. That goes to the office. Same thing with that little gizmo here that's an extender for the Wi-Fi. So this is nice and decluttered. I gotta put my bag back on the chair, and that's where we're at. So I put the plant on top of that silver tray. I think I'm gonna work with it for now, and then this tray here, I'll put it somewhere else. Oh boy, so it's working? Does it mean I gotta keep it?
Well, I got plenty of forehead to use it with.
Okay, do you want to keep it?
It could be handy. I could see where.
All right,
You know.
okay, we'll keep it. I'm done, and I'm surprised. I was dragging my feet, okay, to come in today and do this, because I really don't like to declutter this room. Neither do I like decluttering the dining room, but I manage. So I'm making progress. It may not be the progress that you would want to see. That's okay, I'm making progress. I did declutter today. I'm very happy about making space for more Madonnas. I can't wait to be done with this video and go straight on eBay and see if there is a Madonna that I do not have that's for sale. And I see them, you know, but sometimes they just want a price that's too much. Like, I don't want to pay that. It's not that I'm cheap, but I'm trying to be reasonable, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna finish cleaning this up. I like the plant on the tray in the middle of the table. The problem with it is that when you look at it from the dining room, you then have the other plant on top. So I think I'm gonna let go of the plant, the branches and stuff. It's time to let them go. Come on, Christmas is over. But the faux fern is not too bad over there. And to be honest, I think I have enough room to have a real one. So maybe I'll get a real one. I wouldn't mind having another plant. So I'm going to play with this for a little bit. And, you know, I like to change things around. I like to play with my stuff. It's constantly evolving. I don't like houses where you go in and then you go back 5 years later and it's exactly the same. And I know some people need to have that constant in their life. I can't. I just can't. It's actually a pet peeve of mine. It's like, switch it up. Can't you move the sofa the other way? Switch it up. But that's just me. I'm all over the place, so is my house. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I know it wasn't as enthusiastic and, you know, perky as the other videos that I've done in the decluttering, but please understand that this is actually a very difficult decluttering for me, to go through our collections and our personal belongings, you know, in the living room, because most of the family stuff is here. So it's kind of like, you know, emotionally there's attachment every square inch in this room. So it is a difficult declutter for me. And for some people, other areas are very difficult. Like I know that some of you cannot declutter photo albums or pictures. You find it to be very difficult and like the guilt, you know. But I did the photos a couple of years ago, and what I have is what I'm keeping. So I'm not gonna go through photos again. I'm just saying, you know, I'm not going through photos. I actually need to sort them and scan them. That's what I need to do now. But for others, it's cookbooks. For others, it's clothes. Me, clothes, it's super easy because I just don't care for them. So I was just, you know, I'll buy new ones. It doesn't bother me. But for some people, it's specific areas of their life. For me, it's the collections and objects, and if they have all the ingredients again, if they're French and old, if they belong to the family, forget it. I'll get buried with them if I have to. But if they're French and they're old, or if it's really old, it's gotta have like certain criteria. It then gets really difficult for me to make a rational decision, like something, you know, I totally lose my objectivity about it. And I get emotionally like, I'm gonna regret this later on. So if you're at that stage and you're doubting, you don't know whether or not you should let it go, just keep it for now, okay? Maybe the next time around, you'll be able to let go of it. I mean, think about the books. I was really adamant the last time about keeping those books. I had to keep those books. And today I was just looking at it and I was just like, not really, I don't care about that book. So I let go quite a lot. Progress in everything. I'll talk to you later. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you still like this series and the decluttering series and videos in general, or me. And don't forget to share it if you really liked it. You can subscribe right here in the corner and click the bell button so you get notified the next time I post a video. Etsy stuff, that's gonna go on Etsy soon. Frenchie and Tubby on Etsy is my vintage shop. So that's where you'll see the Gorham fish dish and the fairy light. And then channel merch to support my channel is My Great Challenge gift. And of course, if you want to see more of the behind the scene and the more intimate family life and stuff that's not on YouTube, you can choose to support my Patreon at patreon.com/mygreatchallenge. Thank you for watching. Bye.